like to convene the Board of Directors of the New York City Municipal Water Finance Authority and ask for a roll call.
Dean Callahan.
Alan Anders for Dean Callahan.
Jason Sayers.
Robert Elburn for Commissioner Sagos.
Maxwell Holland.
Here.
Jason Sapienza.
Joseph Muir for Commissioner Sapienza.
Mark Shaw.
Yes.
Josh Sheehan. We have a quorum.
Okay, we also had a Board of Directors meeting on September 19th, so we need a motion and a second to approve the minutes of that meeting.
So moved.
Second.
They have circulated. Any comments or changes? Any objections to the resolution? It's passed. A motion and a second for acceptance of the independent auditor's report on the audited financial statements and authorization to release such financial statements. A motion and a second.
So moved.
Second.
Great. This resolution would accept the independent auditor's report, authorize the release, and authorize that the audited financial statement would be amended to reflect any non-material changes acceptable to the controller of the authority. This resolution was recommended by the audit committee. The authority's controller, is it true that the authority's controller is still here to answer further questions? So any questions you didn't have at the time of the audit committee? Not hearing any objections? Hearing none, it's passed. Number 3, approval of the supplemental resolution authorizing the issuance of the fiscal Series CC Second General Resolution Water and Sewer Bonds as recommended by the Finance Committee. Motion and a second.
So moved.
Second.
That's good.
So this was recommended by the Finance Committee. You've heard the discussion and the presentation by the Executive Director to the Finance Committee. Any additional questions? Any objections? This resolution is passed. We need a motion and a second to for the approval of the appointment of the investment manager?
Yes,
The investment manager, okay. A motion and a second.
So moved.
Second.
All right, why don't you tell us, Olga, where we are there?
So just as a reminder, we already have an investment manager, or the investment manager, and the function really helps us with investment of debt service funds. The contract for current investment manager expires in early November, on November 8th. So in advance of that expiration, we issued an RFP and went through competitive procurement process. We received 8 proposals and selected 3 for interviews. And based on that, we recommend to the board approval of OmniCap as our new investment manager. Our current investment manager is PFM. The reason for recommendation of OmniCap is based on the quality of their proposal as well as the cost. They were the lowest cost proposal. Are there any questions?
And the term will begin October 23rd, 2017 and run through October 22nd, 2020 with 2 optional 1-year extensions at the authority's discretion, and the fees are listed in the proposed resolution.
So our standard 3-year contract was 2 optional annual extensions.
So we'll be back 2 years. Any questions?
No.
Any objections? So resolution adopted. It's also approval of trustee appointment time. So we need a motion and a second to do that.
So moved.
Second.
Okay. So we had a competitive RFP process, and the authority staff has a recommendation.
So we, our current trustee is Bank of New York Mellon, and we recommend appointment of U.S. Bank as our trustee. The reason we recommend the switch is one of the key people on our account, Deborah Todak. She left recently Bank of New York Mellon and took a position at US Bank. She is extremely well qualified and just a great professional. The authority, has a great relationship with her, and in addition to that, we know US Bank platform really well. We have other issuers, other city issuers that use US Bank as trustee. US Bank is the #1 trustee currently. Bank of New York Mellon is the second. So with all of that as a background, we recommend US Bank to become our new trustee upon resignation of Bonnie.
It's pursuant to a competitive request.
This was, exactly, this was a competitive procurement. We received 3 proposals, and the selection committee interviewed 2 of the proposers, and we recommend US Bank.
Was Bank of New York Mellon one of the 3?
Yes.
And Bank of New York Mellon is going to be working with one of our other authorities, one or more than our...
We actually have a couple, I think.
Yes, so it was an RFP for more than the Water Authority. And it seemed like to me as well, that the best fit for the Water Authority was the staffer that we had who goes back many years with me and others, Tom Valcelli. Olga has been going to great lengths already anticipating this transition. We've had talks with both banks in terms of the various assignments and in terms of the transition to make sure it's going to go very smoothly. And they've been great in that regard.
Right. The transition itself, actually, a couple of months away from us. We expect it to happen in January, just because we wanted to close all of our transactions at a plant, and also December 15th is big interest payment date for us, so we wanted to have all of this behind us, and then we have a window which we hope we can smoothly transition from Bonnie to US Bank.
Any other questions? Any objections to the resolution? It's passed. Approval of investment guidelines, we need a motion and a second.
So moved.
Second.
Okay. We're required annually to review the Water Authority's investment guidelines. No changes were proposed. Any comments or questions on this one? Any objections? It's passed. We also have an investment report, so we need a motion and a second for the approval of the investment report.
So moved.
Second?
We're required annually to prepare this investment report. It contains investment guidelines, the independent audit of investments, and investment income record of the authority, a list of fees, etc. Any questions or comments on this one? Any objections to the motion? It's passed. Finally, I think this is, maybe we have one more after this. Approval of the amended policy on the procurement of goods and services. Need a motion and a second?
So moved.
Second.
Great. Authority staff, including our legal, our counsel, I don't know whether Scott is here, but Deborah works for Scott, has recommended that we amend the maximum dollar amount for contracts for goods and services which the authority may enter into without a competitive RFP from, I think it was 8,000?
7,500.
7,500 to 20,000. This is for efficiency's sake, been years and years and years and years, so it seems like
Inflation adjusted.
Inflation adjusted, there you go. This action has been recommended, as you know, by the governance committee. So any further questions or comments on this? Any objections? It's been passed. And we are going to conclude with a report from the governance committee chair on the committee's self-evaluation.
It's a report on our activities during fiscal year 2017. We met twice, once on October 14th, 2016, where we conducted a self-evaluation of our functions and concluded that we were functioning appropriately and presented that report to the board at that time. We also reviewed the compensation and benefits paid by and reimbursed to the authority for personal services, as we are required by our governance committee charter to do annually. We also then met on January 19th, 2017, where at that meeting we reviewed the current policies on disposition of personal property and acquisition and disposition of real properties, and we recommended that those policies be approved by the board, and they were. And that is what we did in fiscal year 2017.
Any questions for the chair? Okay, maybe one last piece of business. It's next, a week from this Friday is the investor
Yes.
event.
27th.
And
Right, October 27th, which we talked about last
time.
Last time. Well, I hope you can come out and join us for the conference.
And DEP has lined up a great program of speakers, related to the topic, so we're all looking forward to
And
it.
site visits, we will be taking investors, and if you can join us, you as well, to see cancer reservoir and UV treatment plant.
So if there are no other, any other topics for the board, and if not, motion and a second to adjourn.
So moved.
Objections?
Second.
Thank you.
Objections? No.